Previously, dahil the moment I started caring about my energy, the moment I started caring about crystals, the moment I started caring about learning these other things that I cannot see, that I have just dismissed before, I have learned to realize all this time she was sending messages sa akin in my dreams, in the synchronicities that I have through numerical numbers that Cassandra is here.
Like and follow Runaway Podcast because it's time to run away.
And welcome back to the Runaway Podcast. I'm your host, Jerome Paul. Thank you for tuning in. Hey guys, good evening. It's really nice to be back. I'm happy to do this again because I just recovered from a sickness. I was really sick for the past couple of days and weeks. It was on and off. So I'm glad that I'm able to do this again with you today in the Runaway podcast. So thank you guys for tuning in. All right. Thank you. Oh, okay. So let's check the comment section. Hi, Sarina. Hello. Welcome back. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you guys for watching. Okay, so I gotta do a quick vibe check because yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, in the Philippines, we have experienced is what we call a super moon. A super moon. And for those who are wondering, like, why am I checking in with you guys? Like, what's up with the super moon? Anong meron dun? That's because, whenever there's a full moon, and it's kind of proven in my experience that whenever there's a full moon, our moods can easily shift into to high gear, high emotions, intense emotions. And for those who have been affected by the supermoon yesterday, I hope that you guys are doing well. And I hope you're all protected. Thank you. Unlike me, unlike me, who already got sick days prior to the new moon, super moon, and whatnot. To be honest, I feel a little bit off. I feel a little bit off doing this episode because I still feel a little bit sick, honestly. Lutang, ayan. Lack of a better term, lutang pa ako ng konti. But I would do my best to talk about protecting our energy in this moment of time because of what just happened yesterday and what is going to happen in the next few weeks. There we go. Awesome. So, you guys, tonight, without any further ado, we will be talking about protecting our energy. Protecting our energy. And why is this so important nowadays? Because I want to tell you, hindi lang ako ang nakakaramdam nito. I guess many of us have also experienced this. Pero tuwing Halloween, may Takutan Fest. Okay? And during that Takutan Fest, most of us are, easily get scared. Minsan, mabilis tayong, mapaniwala sa mga naririnig natin. Minsan, mabilis din tayo makapick up ng mga ano-ano dyan sa paligid. Yan naman, alam mo yung ano-ano? Mga gunu-gine na sinasabi nila. Mga negative energies. Ayan. And to tell you a little bit of my experience and why I chose this topic, protecting our energy, that's because of one recent incident. And the reason why I also got sick in the first place last week, I was attacked energetically. My energy was being manipulated in a way, lack of a better term. Drained? Yes. Because I really felt drained as soon as I passed by this place near my home that's known for its energy. Known its energy that used to be a mall. It used to be a mall. Now it's just ruins. Pero long ago, that place was quite famous because it was a cemetery. And surprise, surprise, after that episode, the first episode that we had for the ghostly encounters, I walked there because I need to buy medicine. I walked just past by it. Bought medicine, okay, kasi nararamdaman ko ng kakasipon ako. Kakaroon ng headache. But then, soon as I went back, I walked it past it again. Kada lakad ko, pabalik sa amin. Kahit andun pa lang din ako sa place. Bigat. Sobrang bigat. And hindi ko siya ma-explain before. Pero after a few like days, na-explain ko siya ng maayos. Yung feeling is parang may naka-attach dito sa nape ko. Dito sa nape. Dito sa may spine. Here. On my neck as well. And sobrang bigat ng balikat ko. As if, lack of a better term, may nakaupo sa balikat ko. What is going on? Not to freak you out. But then, I went home, I tried everything, cleanse, inom gamot immediately kasi yun ang pakay ko in the first place. Cleanse, wala. Ayaw. Was nothing. Not until I had a conversation with Pathways, with mommy. We did a quick healing session, and that's when I felt better. It was so weird. Hence, that's why we're talking about protecting our energy. Hooray! So, tonight, we're just going to quickly define what is energy in the first place. Ano ba yun? Ano ba energy natin? What is that? Why do we need to define it in the first place? So, we're going to shift a little bit away from science, okay? But we are going to take this note from the scientific definition that energy can't be created nor destroyed. It can only transform. An idea that was passed down to me by one of my friends here in the Runaway podcast too during the first season of Ghostly Encounters. Something that I must think about. And now here we are, years later. So, energy refers to the emotional or like spiritual vibe that a person or a situation gives off. Alam mo yun, yung feeling na masaya ka. That's energy. You guys know what I mean already when I say these kind of stuff. Kasi most people describe other people having good energy when they feel uplifted. You know, masaya, inspired, yee, in love. Or kapag drained naman, tas galit, or uncomfortable, ilalabelan ka agad na bad energy. And as sad as it sounds, that's how the common knowledge people have with regards to energy. And so energy in the first place, like for me, to my understanding, it's really to my understanding, it's about the emotional and spiritual resonance we experience then in relationships and environments. Kasi how do you, here's a question for everyone, how do you typically describe your energy in social situations? How would you do that? 'Di ba? Parang you would only know what's your energy kasi sinasabi ng ibang tao, "Oh, ang happy mo today. You look nice. You look really cool." Or that's when you would look at yourself in the mirror. Titingnan mo yung sarili mo, you would feel, oh, ang dugyot ko today, mag-aayos ako. Energy, vibe, that's it. Okay? Energy and then vibe. Now, I would like to talk about the importance of protecting your energy because it's a collective thing. You feel it, I feel it. Hindi porket hindi nakikita, wala na. Di ba? Hindi naman ganun yun. It's not like that. It's not like that, really. So, we have to protect our energy. Whether or not we see it, okay? We feel it. Yes, we do. Hold on, let me check the live very, very quickly. Okay, cool. Audio's back. Audio's back. Okay, now I would like to talk about something interesting because I have partnered officially, Anime Podcast officially partners with Crystalline to to give away free crystals to the runners who will visit their store. Awesome, right? Cool. Here we go. So, Runaway Podcast officially partners with Crystalline to give away free crystals to the runners who will visit their store. Really, really cool. So, if you would like to know more of the details, please visit our Facebook page and our Instagram. So, follow us at Runaway Podcast and follow them at Crystalline PH. So, now the best part, the juicy part. Let's talk about crystals. Here we go. Now, crystals. What are they? They're rocks. They're rocks. Down to the essence, okay? Down to the most simplistic definition. They're rocks. They are rocks. Crystals. Now, I got interested in crystals because I have a friend who is known by many names on social media, but to me, I simply know her as Pat. And Pat is a tarot reader too, and she's a very spiritual person. She was the one who opened me then, one of the first few people who opened me in my crystal journey. She gave me a tarot deck during my birthday that rekindled our friendship, and the rest is history. She also gave some crystals as well. Now, to tell you this understanding and this thing where people like me started wearing crystal bracelets to be precise, to protect their energy, it's becoming a trend. Honestly, you see it in shopping malls, you see it in Instagram, hell, you even see it in conventions. Any conventions, people left and right, you will see a crystal store. They're selling crystals, crystal bracelets, crystal stones, everything. Necklace as well. Now, it's believed that crystals give off a healing property. Meron siyang healing property. Healing property that, of course, emanates energy. And the thing is, some of these crystals help us, quote unquote, help us, whether you would like to believe it or not. Okay. Take it with a grain of salt. Take what resonates with you. But for me, crystals help us with our energy because of its properties. Let me give you a really, really cool example. I have been wearing this black obsidian bracelet that I bought myself for my birthday 2 years ago. And black obsidian is known for like to negate negative energy, to ward off. It's more of like protecting, honestly. And it has worked wonders for me, to be honest. Now, do not be cocky. Do not be cocky. Hindi porket may crystal ka, you would put yourself in dangerous situations and expect that you will be safe. No, 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 no. Okay? Believe me, I tried it. And it's just me testing out my luck. Okay? So, hindi porket may crystal ka that serves as your protection, quote unquote, you will be invincible. You will feel powerful and whatnot. No, no, no. It's still just a guide. Okay? It's really still just a guide. That's why I got into crystals. That's just one. Black obsidian. There we go. Black obsidian. Ta-da! Okay. And then the next one. Okay, I'm not going to like n- talk about every crystal that I have because it will take a lot of time for me to do that. Just gonna give you a quick rundown on the things that really resonated with me. Yung naramdaman ko yung energy nila when I was working with them, with meditation. Ayan. This purple agate crystal din, I bought one for my birthday. I always buy I always buy crystals for my birthday because it's another year for me to explore and experience, and I really want something to guide me and help me throughout it. Yes, like religion is there. Yes, prayer is there. And yes, my morals are also there. But of course, I am exploring other healing modalities. So, purple agate is known for being associated with intuition, haha, divinity, and peaceful dreams. Um, it's also believed that it's helpful when you're working with your third eye, or sorry, third eye and crown chakra. Kasi it's believed to balance your energy and open up that spiritual connection. Now, I'm telling you all of these, my crystal journey, because I have realized that I have become that friend. I have become that friend in my circle, that friend who is obsessed with crystals. Because I have a lot. I have a lot already. And this is just crystal bracelets. The funny thing is, my students know known about this. Natatawa ako kasi I've become the teacher who loves crystals in China. Well, at least in my circle. And rather than laughing about it, the parents were so excited because most of them apparently give their kids a crystal set for them to play with, the girls most especially. Kaya the mothers were very excited. Oh my god, Paul likes crystals. How many do you have? What do you have? How much did you spend on your crystal tower? What? Again, crystal tower given to me by Pat. Thank you so much. And it's also believed with other healing modalities. We're talking about energy, and crystals emits energy. Kahit di mo siya nakikita, totoo siya. That's it. Okay. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Now, what's another interesting thing about protecting our energy is that the use of crystals is really, really popular these days. There we go. But of course, since we're at the Runaway podcast, we would like to know what are the other ways to protect our energy. Ano pa? What else? What else? You know, how else can we protect our energy in the first place? Now, here's the thing. I'm just going to give you guys a quick rundown of how we can do it. It's your energy, not others. Say it with me. It's my energy. My. Akin. Sa akin. The first one is using crystals. Number two is, of course, the ever popular meditation. Regular meditation can help center your energy and create a protective shield around you. Whether you feel it or not, you would mostly feel calm when you try and meditate. You would mostly feel agitated when you're just starting. But when you try and try and try, regular meditation does help you center your energy and create a protective shield around you. This is where your boundaries are being set. Na eto muna, dito muna tayo. And when you start thinking about that mindset na, okay, dito muna tayo, ito muna ha, mamaya na yung iba, dito muna. This is here. We're in the now. That's what we call grounding. There we go. Kasi grounding naman is when you put yourself in the present. How many times have we found ourselves lost thinking about our future? Ilang beses ka nang nawawala sa kakaisip sa kinabukasan mo? Ako, madami na. As in, hirap akong mabuhay sa ngayon kasi isip ako ng isip sa kinabukasan ko. And grounding, meditation helps me with that. Meditation helps me ground myself in reality, in the now, to at least, just at least, be in the moment. And of course, there are other ways for you to try grounding. Hindi lang siya meditation, okay? It's not that going to be, boring naman nan, Paul. Puro ka naman nag... Puro na lang tayo, ano, spiritual stuff. Ano nangyari? No, no. Okay? So grounding, you can also spend time in nature, walking barefooted and on the ground, or like sitting under a tree to connect with the earth and stabilize your energy. Because if you're like me, who is on the chair, I don't know, 10 or 12 hours a day, and you would not see natural sunlight at all, you kind of miss nature. And you really do. It hits you differently when you walk outside, feel the sunrise, the sunshine hits your body and re energizes it. Kaya yung iba dyan, like parang, oh, I want to go, ano, so mag-Baguio, so mag-Tagaytay, yan, feel natin yung nature, staycation tayo, and all. I get it. You get it. That's grounding, dude. Like, that's your body telling you, hey, get some sunshine. Lumabas ka. Get out. Get out there. You know, because when was the last time you saw the sunrise? When was the last time you saw the sunset? I have no idea. I have no idea. I really forgot. Go. There you go. Oh, Serena said, yes, walking and running in nature. Been consistent every weekend. See, thank you. It works wonders. Diba? Thank you. And sunrises. Awesome. Thank you, Serena. So, yun. Diba, parang that's our body telling us na, hey, go. Now, outside. Kasi kung hindi ibang tao ang magsasabi sa'yo na lumabas ka, specifically my mom, kuya, lumabas ka naman dyan, oh. Kanina ka pa, kaka-computer mo yan, eh. You know? Lagi ka na lang nagsa-cellphone, eh. Eventually, our body will start telling us what to do. Throwback episode. Listen to your body. Okay, I'm just gonna give 7. Okay, here we go. Number 4, and probably the most important one, yet the most challenging, is setting boundaries. This is still, what are the other ways to protect your energy? And this is you setting your boundaries. Let me preface this explanation or discussion by saying setting your boundaries is going to be difficult, especially if you always keep saying yes. Let me preface that way, okay? I'm going to ground this discussion from my experience. I'm going to be using my experience as an example. Establishing emotional and physical boundaries with others can help protect your energy from being drained. Yes, you know it. I know it. Everyone knows it. Kasi you set your boundary eh. Hanggang dito lang muna. Okay? Ito lang kaya ko. Yun lang muna. Easier said than done. But there would be people that you would be working with, or you would be talking with, or you would just be coexisting with, That tests your patience talaga. Ay, nako. Test your patience. And you would feel this parang push. You would feel this push from them that, hey, I want to push your boundaries because I want to get something out from you. Ah, I want to get something out from you. And when you say yes to that, okay, kasi pinupush ka na nila eh. Like, push, 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 push. Let me in! Let me in! You would probably end up doing what you don't want to do in the first place. You would probably end up doing something that you don't want in the first place. You would not realize it yet, but it would eventually haunt you in the future. babalik at babalikan ka nan. When you do something outside na hindi mo talaga kaya, okay, na hindi, ito muna, ito yung boundary ko. And then pinipilit ka nila, hindi, 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 kaya mo yan, kaya mo yan, kaya mo yan. Sabi ko sa'yo, kaya mo yan eh. Alam mo yan, yung ganung tough love. Sometimes, it's not as always as expected, and it may even come back in the form of a ghost to haunt you in the future kasi may nagawa ka na ayaw mo talaga in the first place. So, setting your boundaries. Here we go. Now, the next two are a little bit, okay? A little bit common. And this is going to be very surprising. This is going to be very surprising because a lot of us are in that phase in our life where we have to do this. Number five is using essential oils. What? What do you mean, Jerome? Protecting our energy using essential oil? What? How is that even possible? Ano yun? Let me explain. Let me explain. Okay. Probably the first thing that comes into your mind whenever we say essential oil is the oils that we use when we have headaches. And I'm not gonna name drop any brands. Not gonna name drop any brands, but you know what I mean. Know what I mean. Okay. Now, there was this beautiful, beautiful talk that I heard last year in TarotCon where they were she. I really forgot the speaker. It's Ate Krishpa. I'm so sorry. I really, really forgot. Na they would take essential oils and use it as a protection against negative energy. How would you do that? For example, you're familiar with lavender oil. Yung amoy ng lavender, like, yay, lavender. Yan. And lavender is known for its like calming properties, calm, to resist anxiety. Yes. And whenever you feel that quote unquote negative energy, when you're feeling anxious and you really can't find that grip that you can hold on to, you can use essential oil, lavender oil, smell it little bit, rub it on your wrist, probably on your head, on your neck. Am I right? That was an exercise that the speaker gave us while she was talking about this. And you would feel that calming effect already. So, essential oils, if you just don't like, if you cannot grasp the idea na, oh, I'm gonna use crystals, I'm gonna use rocks to, you know, protect my energy. Kahit di ko sila nakikita, I'm gonna use it. If you don't want to like grasp on that bar, use it as another healing modality, then I highly suggest you shift your attention in trying essential oils as it uses science then to at least heal and protect what you have to deal with. So there's lavender oil, peppermint oil, my most favorite. Because like it has to like, let me rephrase that. Peppermint oil reverse your negative mental state. Like it shocks you. Like when you smell peppermint, woo! All right, peppermint, ang bango. Grabe. That's it. Kat- Sarina said Katingo. Yes. Katingo, baka naman. Maybe. Hello. I've always been a Katingo boy though. Even my mom. Awesome. So yeah, essential oils. Okay? So if you're having a difficulty like grasping that idea na okay, I'm going to protect my energy. Ayoko ng meditation. It's too boring. Grounding. Ah, hindi naman mahilig maglakad. Kailangan ko magtrabaho. setting boundaries. Hindi, people pleaser ako eh. Ang dami kong kailangan tapusin. Ang dami kong kailangan pakisamahin sa trabaho ko. Essential oil. Yan. Essential oil. There we go. Hey, Ses is here! Hello, Ses! Good evening! Same din ng CR ng mga gas stations. Parang shock sa pangamoy. Woo! And gising. Gising ka talaga. I need to do that. Ayan. Thank you. Thank you, Sis. Nice for you to drop by. Sis is, of course, one of the previous hosts of Runaway Podcast. Now, he has shifted his attention in modding action figures. And so, if you still love toys and collectibles, please highly suggest follow Ses Gopella and Mother Father on Facebook. That's Mother, Modder, Father. Very cool. Link natin yan later. Okay, now, ito pa isa. Okay, paano kung ayoko? Ayoko ng essential oil. Ang oily eh. I don't want essential oils because it's so oily. Ayoko. Okay, honorable mention. Okay, I'm gonna just go into honorable mention. Journaling. Okay, protect your energy again. The things that you cannot say, write it down on a piece of notebook or a piece of paper. It will help out. Yun. Ma-release mo yung mga kailangan mong sabihin. But again, Jerome, paano kung ayoko mag-journal? Ayoko mag-journal. Ang dami kong kailangan gawin. Ano pa? Ano pang pwede kong gawin? Ano pa? Okay? This is gonna sound so sarcastic. And I mean it. This is gonna sound so sarcastic if I'm just going to clip it out. So let me rephrase this and preface this when I'm about to say. Number 6, breath work. Breath work. What are other ways to protect your energy? Breathe. You hear me? Breathe. Huminga ka. Huminga ka. There we go. Told you it's gonna sound so sarcastic. But breath work, man. Breath work works then. Now, the thing about breath work is that you have to focus on your breathing. Not in a sense na, okay, hihinga lang tayo. No, 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 no. You have to focus on feeling the air come in from your nose down to your lungs. Feel as it fills up your lungs. Exhale and feel it too. Deep breathing techniques can help you center your energy and release any negativity. Yan. Breath work. Okay. Oh, there we go. Oh, my dad's here. Hi, Dad. Hi, Babs. Good evening. There we go. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Ayan. Okay. So again, what are the other ways to protect our energy? One, have crystals. Eh, Jerome, ayoko. Ayoko ng crystals. Masyadong, wala eh. Mga bato lang yan eh. Hindi ko kaya eh. Okay, so ayaw mo ng crystals? It's fine. Number 2, meditation. Ayoko ng meditation. Ang boring na. Hindi ko kaya yan. Hindi ko kaya. Okay, you don't want meditation? It's okay. Try grounding. Go outside. Go for a walk. Connect with nature. Eh, ayoko kasi like, ang dami kong kailangan gawin na trabaho. Tapos, busy ako lagi sa work. So, you just try and set your boundaries. Eh, ayoko din kasi people pleaser ako. May marami akong kailangan. You get that narrative that I'm trying to tell you na even if you feel like there's no hope for you to quote-unquote protect your energy, na wala na talagang saysay. Wala na. Okay, ayoko ng crystals. Wala na. Susceptible na ako. Take me. Marami pang iba. And you're already doing it. You're already doing it. Number 5 is, of course, essential oils. Yan, using essential oils. Number 6 is breath work. Breath work, huminga ka. Take deep breaths. Take deep breaths. And the best one that I can give you tonight, runners, for me, okay, this is the best one, is this: mindful consumption. Mindful consumption. Now, what is that? Anong ibig sabihin ko nun? Mindful consumptions. You know how easy it is for you, for us, to be influenced by the things we see on TV, on our phones, on our iPads, even the music that we listen to. We're so susceptible in mirroring what we hear. Not just because nakatawa, wala po akong alam. Lumaki po ako sa farm. Hindi ko po maalala. And it's not just because uh like it's funny, yes. It's not just because like it's a thing that a lot of people do already. She may not like she may not like she may not like yun. You know what I mean. You have to be mindful of your consumptions, especially in media. Because think of it this way, parang din siyang pagkain para sa utak natin, para din sa behavior natin. If you're a parent, you know what I'm talking about. The things that our child watches, really, really important for us to know kasi hindi natin alam kung ano yung napapanood nila online. Super importante yun. As a parent, for us to know as a parent, for us to know what our kids are watching, super important. Protecting our energy. Yes, still related. Protecting our kids' energy. It's also very important for me to be mindful of what I discuss in my classes with the students that I teach, especially na may language barrier, mindful consumption. I can only allow what I think what is allowed for my students. For the parents, for my dad, and for my mom, and for my friends who are parents then, you know what I'm talking about. There we go. Now, I would like to tell you that again, we go back. It's so easy to mirror, to pick up these habits that we see online. Kaya we also have to be mindful with what we consume. Yeah, like I do enjoy the occasional like memes. I do enjoy it at all. As in yung mga dark comedy stuff. Yan. I allow it in my own time, in my own place. But you know what I mean? It's sooner or later magbubunga siya. And kung naalala niyo yun, when we were younger, specifically middle school, high school sa Philippines, nung bata pa tayo, our teacher would force us to write about these current events na wala naman talaga tayong alam. And yet they push us na, hindi magsulat ka. Like, just write what you know. Write what you know. And reflect on it. Ano natutunan mo doon? Oo nga, no? It was a good reflective exercise for us to think about, hey, oo nga, talagang nananamnam ko ba yung napapanood ko in the first place? Ayan. Oh, everyone's dropping by. Thank you. Thank you. Who's here? Oh, my Tito is here. Hi, Tito Bogart. Says is here. Keeden. Hello. Tita Pearl. Hi, Tita Pearl. Hello. Dad is here. Uy, Kuya Bri is here. Pat is here. Hi, Pat. Ayan, fresh from a parenting event. And Jet. Oh, hi. Hi, Jet. Congratulations on becoming a mom. Congratulations. Here we go. And it's the same for us. Hindi porket adults na tayo, like nagiging pabayaan na tayo sa mga pinapanood natin online or tinitake natin online. Okay? It's still about energy. You get what I mean? It's that transfer eh. There's a message, there's a receiver, there's a sender. Iba lang yung medium. Hindi siya verbal, Mode of transfer, media. Energy wise, hindi natin nakikita, pero yun nga, yung transfer, it's there. The mode of transfer is still there. Hindi lang talaga natin nakikita. That's us listening whole while washing the dishes. Correct. It depends on what your kids are watching. Thank you, Pops. Thank you. Mali ang effect kay Jerome. See, my dad dropping bombs. Malaki ang effect kay Jerome of those program. Kaya Jerome became this way. Big influence sa kanya si Steve ng Blue's Clues. I sit on my chair, talk in front of the camera, use hand gestures, use my intonation. Thank you, Pops. Thank you. So, ayun. It really says a lot about us. And that is why we have to protect our energy. Not just because we're susceptible to negative energy when people project their fears, their anxieties, their anger, most especially. Alam mo, yung pinakamahirap na nagpo-project ka na nga ng anger mo and then you will not expect an apology or explanation after why they lashed out. Yun yung mahirap. Kasi like there's an expectation eh. Pero if you're going to view it in the lens of as an observer, hindi porket nag-lash out siya sa'yo, okay na. Hindi porket um, someone was holding space for you, that's it. Like, don't forget to thank them. Kasi it's you allowing what you have to feel muna. And this is why we have to protect our energy. Because if someone tries to compromise our energy, to use it to their advantage or to their gain, that's when it gets boom. It gets crazy. Kasi this is when you would feel drained. You would feel like not yourself. Parang hindi ikaw na to. Alam mo yun, those times na sinasabi mo, parang hindi ako to. This is not me. Or when you feel what you have to feel, in terms of negative energies ha, kasi hindi ko sinasabi dito na, positive lang tayo, yay! Yan. Negative energy, away! I know so many people. But that's a topic for another day. But again, I'm using this as an example. Hindi tayo positive. We're not just focusing on that. I'm telling you guys, if you would have to feel the negative energies that you're not allowing yet because you have to finish a task, you're in a situation that requires you to be strong. You're in a situation that requires you to be that guy muna, to be the rock, to be the father, to be the mother. You would allow yourself to feel those negative emotions in your own time, in your own place, with grace and control. With grace and control. Because the last thing that you want is for you berserking your uncontrollable energies out there. It's the last thing you want talaga. And I'm not just talking about anger here. I'm not just talking about anger. Another way for you to know that you can't really handle it anymore. When was the last time you heard a joke that's really a joke? Na hindi nagpo-project ng insecurities? Sana all may 21 concert. Sana all my my podcast. Sana all my girlfriend, my boyfriend. You have to protect your energy. You allow it on your own time and your own place. If you would have to feel the negativity that you feel towards yourself or the negativity that you feel towards others. And you can do those by doing any of these crystals, ward off, meditation, as always, grounding for those who would like to walk and explore and do exercises, grounding, setting boundaries. No, hindi muna. Kaya. Di kaya ngayon. How about this? So if you're afraid of like setting your own boundaries, don't be afraid to give out suggestions na lang. How about this? And that's where I fail most of the time this year. I fail to give out suggestions. So this is me talking to my future self and my past self. Do better. Do better. Do better, Jerome. Okay? Set boundaries, but don't forget to give out suggestions. And essential oils. If you can't, okay, if you're not interested in embracing the tita and tito culture, okay, it's fine. No worries. No worries. Then write. Journal. If you don't want to journal, you can breathe. Breathing exercises lang. Take a deep breath. Sabi nila, take taking 3 deep breaths before making a decision, a big decision, helps you big time. And number 7, mindful consumptions. Just be mindful of what you take, be mindful of what you watch, and be mindful of what you allow in your life. Be mindful of what you hold on din. I'm sorry. Kasi like parang, ang nagiging topic ko dito is like, ward off natin yung negative energy. Push natin yan. Alis. No, no, no. Again, if you continue doing that, just pushing, 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 tendency is parang you yourself are holding on to a grudge or a piece of that negative energy because you're not allowing it. And life cannot exist without the two. No yin and the yang, black and the white. There's a gray area for everything. There's a middle line with everything. Yun. Your intuition, your ego. Ano pa? Yun lang. Okay? So, to the runners who are listening tonight, who's wondering, how do I protect my energy? There are already multiple ways that you're doing it right now. But if you're hoping to expand your knowledge, your other healing modalities, especially ngayong malakas ang energy because of the supermoon and yan, yung undas, superstitions ng culture natin and all, you can try. Just know what's your intention. What's your intention for doing this, for doing that, for allowing this, and for allowing that. Ayan. Thank you. Hmm. But here's the thing, runners. Not everyone will be able to do it. Not everyone has the time to do it. And not everyone is going to have the time to understand what is energy and why are we trying to protect it in the first place. Not everyone will. Hindi talaga. Some will just play it off cool. Hindi naman ako naniniwala dyan eh. It's fine, dude. It's fine. You can still coexist even if you have different beliefs. But what's scary is that if you find yourself in a situation where you have hold on to these grudges and you didn't give yourself the time and the energy to feel what you have to feel, there will be consequences talaga. It's not karma. It's not just karma. It's not just bad karma. It's not just, cause and effect, but it's really a way. for your past actions to come back if you don't do it at all. You will start to project. You will start to project and project and project, and then you will get lost in all of it. So be shielded. Runners, be shielded. And if you would like to start your healing journey, I highly recommend go to nas.io/slash we are pathways, as always, and for you to start your healing journey today. Now, of course, if you are not yet ready to start your healing journey, then I highly suggest you in the Philippines, if you're residing in the Philippines, please visit Crystalline Crystalline shop in Makati, just in front of Greenbelt 5, to get your free crystal. To get your free crystal from the Runaway podcast. From me, Jerome, from Jerome Casimiro, from the Runaway podcast. Just tell them my name, and they would give you that. Now, for the last episode of Ghostly Encounters 4, again, hindi na to nagiging takutan. It's more of like internal na yung ghost eh. Dati external sa mga lugar na pinupuntahan natin, napuntahan natin, mga hindi natin nakikita. Yung mga lugar na naiistorbo natin. Pero ngayon kasi, internal na. The worst ghost that you can ever face is your past self. Because you're not we. Okay? At one point in our life, we were not ready to do all of those. And we're also not ready to face our past selves or even forgive them or even face them in the first place. So that's where we will end the Ghostly Encounters fourth season. Next week on the Runaway podcast, we will talk about facing our shadows, the ones we have neglected, the ones that we have pushed aside, the ones that we have just shoved down in a chest, tas hindi na natin binalikan ever. And it cried so hard for our attention. And yet we just keep on putting it off. That is the ghost that we will try and understand next week on the Runaway podcast. Transition. Transition. Awesome. Okay. So, you guys, thank you so much for tonight. This has been the Runaway Podcast Ghostly Encounters Season 4, protecting your energy. So, a very quick rundown of what we were able to talk about. If you're hoping to expand your knowledge in protecting your energy, I highly suggest you try using crystals, bracelets, try meditation, breathe, try grounding, walk outside, get some sunshine, reconnect with our earth, set your boundaries. Say no, but if you're having a difficult time in saying no, give suggestions instead. Use essential oils. If you're not a firm believer of all of these esoteric stuff, then use science. Smell the sense of your. No, am I right? Your sense of smell. Use it to your advantage. Journaling, highly suggest as well. Breath work. Again, breathe. Take deep breaths. And number 7, if you're a calm student, mindful of your media consumptions. Be mindful of your media consumption. Awesome. Thank you. And that's it for today's episode. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm Jerome Paul, and thank you for listening. So, subscribe to the podcast, share the podcast, run away with Runaway Podcast. I'll see you next week. Bye bye.